me, hey, I'm inside. Island sounds, island wide, heavy on Hawaiian style. Gather round, come hear the sound, coming at you from all around, heavy on Hawaiian style. Heavy, I'm heavy on Hawaiian style. I'm heavy on Hawaiian style. I'm heavy on Hawaiian style. Heavy, I'm heavy on Hawaiian style. I'm living on the Valley Isle. I'm heavy on Hawaiian style.
How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin. My name's Andy Bumatai, and oh, by the way, I discovered something interesting. If you have a graphic like this with your name on it, you don't need to carry ID. No, I'm serious. I was at the bank the other day, and the lady says, "I'm sorry, what was your name?" And I said, "Andy Bumatai." And she looked down and said, "Oh my goodness, how did you do that?" And I said, "Well, I'm a podcast host." "Oh, that explains it. We'll be happy to cash your check." So that's one of the things you might want to look into. Now, if you're new here, what we do is, excuse moi, my voice is getting better. I've been kind of struggling with that last couple shows. Anyway, here we talk about all things Hawaii. We do not do political, okay? We stay away from that. There's enough other places where people like to get angry on purpose. This is not one of them. And we play Hawaii news clips, purposely avoiding the if it bleeds, it leads mentality. We try to do the best uplifting news we can find. Also, we play music videos that have, in most cases, sort of a Hawaii theme. I put them together, shot some footage, so it'll take us to different places. Today we go through, I think, Kapahulu, Makiki, Nanakuli. I think that's pretty much it, okay? But let's talk about the news clips that we'll be showing here today, okay? So, oh, my goodness. Just when I said my voice would be good, guess what? And by the way, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a bird outside my window that sounds like bad brakes. Yeah. And the worst part, I understand he has a friend that sounds like a bad transmission, which I hope they don't get together, okay? So, on this show, we'll be talking about back to school sticker shock. Now, school started yesterday, so over the weekend, people were buying stuff that waited the last second, and OMG. And then they're thinking about doing another development in Haleiwa. Gee, this will be a surprise. The people there don't want it. Keep Haleiwa, Haleiwa. If you know anything about getting close to the North Shore, that's their mentality. In fact, you know, when Elon Musk was talking about Mars, yeah, people in the North Shore had bumper stickers that said, "Keep space, space." So, you know, that should be an uphill battle. And then there's a new Maui fire going in the Kapali area. I think they have it under control, but we have some footage of what that looks like. And then, you know, when the tsunami warnings were all over Hawaii, please evacuate. And then everybody went to the road, and then it was a parking lot and nobody moved. Well, that was an issue for some people in Hauula who are concerned about people in wheelchairs, people who may use oxygen, people who aren't as mobile as everybody else. This is a big issue for them. So we'll talk about what they're doing to help those folks in case of an emergency. And then a nice little story, short one, about a dog that got adopted on Maui this long before it was going to be euthanized. I know. There we go. Okay. So let's see. Let's say hi to some of the people who have showed up in the live chat, the Hammer Jane Gang. Let's go up there and see what's up. We're putting this on the big board so everybody can kind of see what's going on. Hey, and it says, hold on, yeah, I'll read that in a sec. Nani, but I'm scrolling back so far, to say hi to everybody here. There's Koto 808, Miles in the house coming from the East Coast. There's Rick S., one of our moderators, making us all feel secure. Panel writes things. Ooh, aloha mad statter. And there's Devin, another one of our moderationizers. Wow, we have 3 in a row. See, Honda, thanks for being here. She is one of our original moderationizers. And hey, there's Toilentino. No, I keep thinking that was your first name and your last name. It's Aletta. Oh, by the way, Aletta, thank you for the picture. Let me show everybody. Last time I was there, she goes, I have a picture of us. She sent it to me. Check this out from I'm guessing 81. Beep. No, that's not it. It's this one. Boom. That's us at the Monarch Room. And this is, I would guess it's got to be about 1981 or 80 or 81 because I was only there for a couple years. So Aleta, thanks for sending me the shot. Ooh, look how dark my hair is. I know. And look at that. That's back when I was wearing tuxedos every night. Imagine that. Okay. And see, Honda is saying hi to Medium 7 Up. Yeah. Did you like that, Aleta? Huh? Trippy, yeah? Us guys. No comment. Don't get that ID stolen. No, are you kidding? I keep it in my wallet, in the front pocket, which is where it's safer. Okay. Yeah, Pokoliti. Hey, nice shirt, Andy. Oh, mahalo. This is kind of one of those retro-looking ones, Yeah. So, hey. Miles saw Chief of War. What? Good? Recommended? Maybe you should do a review on it. You feel like shooting something, and I'll throw it up here. Give me, keep it under an hour and a half, and maybe we can put that up. Right? And here is Devin doing her moderator thing. Welcome here. We practice aloha and stay away from anything political, cynical, or medical. We come here to take a break and get away, laugh, and have a great time. Oh, thank you. I didn't talk fast enough to, these things are triggered at 12 seconds. Spread the aloha, Andy and gang. Okay, here we go. Kaiolani says, "Ooh, how's it? Shaka's been a while. Zamboni is out at sea, and I'm working but lurking." Oh, I like that. Good to see you. Hey, mahalo. Long time no see. Yeah, I know her husband gets deployed and, is in and out, but what a wonderful couple. Yeah, I know. Ooh, mahalo nui, moderationizers. Yes, Nani is a moderator and also an associate producer. You will hear me talking to her once in a while on the show. Is that pretty much it? Junku Basic. How's it? Good to be here again. Charles K. Aloha, Andy. I understand you're trying to come to Pasadena again. That'll be in November. Charles was there last time, so this will be Augie and I this time. We have I'll show you a poster and everything for that. Oh, and I said hi to Matt Statter. Hey, Larry Jurgen, aloha. From Milton, Florida. And Lita Ferreira, one ticket left. Lita, checking in. Hey, if you're coming to Pasadena in November, Get in touch with me first. You're getting in. I gotta tell you, we're gonna put you right in the front row. How's it, Jeffrey? Big Kahuna Jeff here. Woo. Hey, Terry in Scotland, mahalo for subscribing. This is on the Twitch side. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, all over the place. So thanks, Hey, Christopher Rodriguez. Aloha, Andy and Gengi. Aloha with all to all the hit the like button going on. Lurk now. There we go. Internet Surfer 3000. Mr. Bumatai. Mabuhay. Mabuhay. My friend over there. Shakalaka is not here, okay? I don't care who calls, how much they try to bribe you, Shakalaka is not here. And you heard it from the official host of the show who has a fancy graphic. So you know it's true. How's it, Lance? Aloha. Love you. Mahalo. Appreciate it. Thanks, Deb Williams. We're getting close to the bottom here. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. I'm trying to catch the people I never say hi to. Kioni Walaka. Wow, Andy, so young in that picture. Yeah, that is definitely a young me right there. I was probably 27, 26, 27, somewhere around then. Ooh, look, somebody put eyes on Aletha. I know. And you can tell because I used to ride that board. That was my board. You can see the wax on it is used and stuff. That's what I used to ride out in Waikiki. Yeah, right now, that board looks like a potato chip. So, I know. Eric S. Yep, use 1981. Waipahu Tux Rentals wants their tux back. You know what, Jeff? I got to tell you, I owned at that time at least 5 different tuxedos. Yeah, because I wore them every night. I was there for 2 years, so we had to, it was dry cleaning that ended up being the big expense. Buddy Freaky, aloha, Andy. What's going on? Well, the show is going on, and we're about to get to it. Everybody I said hi to, I think I said Garrett, say aloha to Garrett, want to make sure. And we are at the bottom. Whoa, Melissa McDowell. Oh, hey, by the way, Melissa, Shakalaka is not here, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, regulars to the show will get that joke. Okay, so now let's go to our first, this is our first news item. And this one, again, it's about people who went school shopping and ended up using the acronym OMG.
The new school year starts tomorrow for most public schools.
This was yesterday.
Malls were packed today as families rushed to finish their back-to-school shopping. The National Retail Federation says some consumers started their shopping early over fears regarding tariffs. Nikki Schenfeld has the story.
While most kids are focused on new outfits and accessories, parents are facing sticker shock.
How's everything looking so far?
Expensive. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of sales, but it still adds up.
Backpacks, water bottles, and sneakers. It's all part of the back-to-school haul.
Shoes, it's about $50 to $90 per set.
A recent survey by U.S. News found 85% of Americans are concerned about rising back-to-school costs due to tariffs. And now for the first time, the National Retail Federation says nearly 70% of consumers started back-to-school shopping in early July, up from 55% last year.
55?
I believe a lot of people were scared of the tariffs and, the hike and everything. So they bought a little early. School supplies also went on sale in early July as well. Some people were just hoping that, the prices would go down closer to when school started as well, deeper discounts.
Malls like Pearl Ridge Center and Ala Moana Center were busy this weekend, as most waited last minute.
We are on Hawaiian time, so this is the last weekend before school starts. So yeah, the Sunday before school starts, we definitely should expect a lot of foot traffic today.
TNC Surf is running multiple back-to-school specials.
We do have a lot of Dakine brand and Herschel backpacks that we are offering at 25% off of select styles. We're also doing a promotion on our Dakine brand. If you spend $60 on Dakine accessories, you either get a free accessory tote or a fanny pack. Definitely pencil cases, we have lunch boxes, and of course we can't forget our water bottles.
Most stores and retailers stocked up on supplies ahead of time, but some stores are already adjusting prices on other daily items.
You're probably going to see an increase in the price of everything, not just because of tariffs, but because it just costs more now to manufacture things. It costs more to ship things over. It's a bunch of factors, but it is going to be an increase. How much that is,
You called
I'm
it,
not
John.
sure.
With sales ongoing this week, Yamaki says people are already buying for the holiday season. With new tariffs ranging from 10 to 40%, Yale's Budget Lab predicts shoe prices could jump 40% and clothing up to 38% in the coming months. Yamaki says now is a good time to check out local craft fairs and support local businesses.
Funny, Miles.
Nikki Schoenfeld, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
That's funny. Miles says, I thought you just couldn't think of what it was. We have Dakine. Yeah, that's a brand name and very confusing to many people who use Dakine instead of Oh, wait until September to catch the sales. There you go. Oh, man. Deb Williams says, I feel bad for parents having to spend more. How about, you got 5 kids and, the high schoolers, they're not going to, they're not going to want to wear stuff from Costco. They want the drip, so, whew, this could be interesting. All right. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention this one here. Terry in Scotland was just talking to Nani Aloha, and he's saying, hey, I stream every night at midnight UK, except on Sundays. There we go. Oh, what happened, Nani? The new stage timer. The new bat phone. Okay, let me try. It just so you know what I'm doing here. Hold on. I'll go to here. You see this that right there? Yeah, I asked her to refresh it, and she's trying to, but it didn't work. So she's sending me a new bat phone here. I'm gonna take this one and drop it out, and then yep, I got it. Look, see how she writes there? What? Get? Yeah, it showed up. Okay, so now we are back in comunicado. Okay, there we go. Thank you. And that 9:31 you see, that's just the program. I don't know, for some reason they put that time on it because the program is called Stage Timer, but Nani and I's nickname for it is the Bat Phone because she can put stuff right there. Okay. And again, Terry in Scotland, I don't know, where you might be, but check him out. He's streaming. We like to support the people who do other streams. Like take for instance here, Mad Statter does a show also on YouTube and Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. And here's what her site looks like. It's Chatter with Statter, right? And if you look at all the programs, look at that. 3 years ago I interviewed you. Oh my God, I'm glad I'm not wearing the same shirt. See right there, Chatter with Statter, and look at all the stuff she has. She's been doing it now for over 2 years and has some very interesting stuff. Look at that. I know, see, Chatter with Statter. Yeah, check her out if you can, and also Terry in Scotland. Thank you so much. Hey, Matt Statter. Yes, John saying, how's it? Probably a frequent viewer of her show. Don't follow me, I lead you astray. No, you didn't. What are you talking about? Yeah, remember this one? Here, look, you're the one that sent us this. No comment. You know, everybody was going, well, what do you mean traffic is backed up? And he said, here, take a look at this. And no comment sent that. So that's not leading us astray. That's getting us stuck in traffic, which is the polar opposite. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at, hold on, I'm going over here, in Haleiwa. And if you've ever been there, it's this quaint little town, and it kind of reminds me of Sausalito in a way, and the way it's kind of structured, but it's right near the beach, right, and very much affected when the tsunami evacuation sirens hit. But they're trying to do a development there. And guess what? The people in the area no like new development. Okay? Let's watch.
Honolulu City Council will be voting this week on whether or not to convert a portion of ag land in Haleiwa town from urban to commercial development. Nikki Schenfeld reports.
The Haleiwa Backyards project proposal sits between Joseph P. Leong and Kamehameha Highways and stretches from the North Shore Marketplace to Ace Hardware.
Anyone who's been to Haleiwa knows that it's a very quaint, charming, genuine historic town that still has that plantation feel.
The developer is looking to build roughly 160 low-rise apartment units within 30,000 square feet, including office and retail space, parking, and a wastewater management.
Okay, everyone hold their breath while the developers give a great reason why we need, you know, more development in that area. I always love this part.
System.
So wastewater is a huge issue. The number of cars that this development would bring into an already congested area is also a really huge issue.
The developer, Andy Anderson, says they plan to build their own wastewater treatment plants and says they don't plan to add more people to the North Shore, but relocate residents who are already on the North Shore in places like Waialua and Sunset so they can live closer to work.
And all the people who are renting those people units now are going, oh, thanks, that would be great for us.
During Tuesday's tsunami warning, the North Shore was gridlocked from Kahuku to Wahiawa, with cars at a standstill around Weed Circle.
We were faced with the perfect scenario on Tuesday. I have said time and time again that we have strained resources and limited options, and that couldn't have been proven in a bigger form than on Tuesday. It's not even just this project. It's any project that is being put into place in an area that is so restricted and so limited on resources.
Despite roughly 1,000 testimonies against the project, along with a petition, City Council's zoning committee has moved Bill 37 along. And on Wednesday, will decide in full council whether the lot should stay country or become urbanized.
If this project goes through, I'm sure we will see lots of proposals to gobble up the other open space in Haleiwa. And pretty soon, Haleiwa will not be the charming rural plantation town that it is, you know, that it has been for years.
Bill 37 focuses strictly on the state land use district boundary being amended. If it passes, the developer would still have to go back to the zoning committee for a zoning change. Following last week's hearing, Councilmember Matt Wire said he sent a letter to the developer to see if they would be open to selling the property to the city or local community groups with money from the Clean Water Natural Land Fund. Anderson says that the community needs smart housing solutions, and doing nothing is not an acceptable option.
That's where they're going to put it,
Nikki
right there.
Schenfeld, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Yeah. See, I hope you saw that last shot. That's where they want to put it. You know, when you're driving past Haleiwa and there's that grassy area between the highway and the, you know, Haleiwa proper, right there. Exactly. You know, and you'll have to pay extra for highway view. Okay? There'll be ocean view and highway view. Which do you prefer? Oh, that's the ocean. cars sometimes sound like the ocean. You know, it's my job to make fun of this kind of stuff, but you know, who knows? Maybe it's a good idea. Anybody think so? I don't know. Yeah, but you know, it's again, change is very difficult, right? It's changed so much already. Used to live by Nishi's chicken fights across USA gas station in the 80s. Yeah, back when it had USA gas stations. Oh, okay. I got to say hi to my friend Captain Paul Stewart, showing face over here. He says he has a very inappropriate joke. No, don't post it here. I know that. Funny guy, too. He and I, you know, we co-hosted the Toys for Tots for many years. Then he moved to the neighbor islands. Then I took it over basically by myself for a few years. But recently I tapped out because, well, I didn't have a bike for years, and now I have my Triumph again. He and I were one of the few guys who were kickstarting our bikes back in the day. I know, it was fun. Okay, now we're going to play a musical video type thing, okay? And this one takes us to the Makiki area, downtown. You ready? Go.
You never know what you're going to see in the woods. But watch Daily Pidgin Live. You'll see something good.
My mama told me I should beware. I'll tell you a story about mean people who take use of innocent girls. Don't mean to scare you, but be careful. Maybe think twice before you walk alone. Call somebody to take you home. Look over your shoulder when you go that way. This world might take you to a bad, bad place. Remember you told me things your mama said. She never gave you enough affection. Let you run around. She didn't know you're bound to feel alone and such neglection. You may feel the need to fix the past to me and the show overlovingness. Feed me, pushes me further. World full of bad, I can't take much longer. Hold tight, you'll see I'm right. I don't tell you nothing just to mess with your mind. Don't be cold and act like you know some things my child make us all feel small. Remember you told me I should watch out. You see not I will have a good intentions. So keep your eyes stretched and sharp your senses. I'm terrified that you'll lose direction. Just hold tight, you'll see I'm right. I don't tell you nothing just to mess with your mind. Don't be cold and act like you know some things my child make us all feel small. Take this mark back to where it came from. Leave me out, this is not mine. To carry with me through my life. Hope these scars can heal with time. Hold tight, you'll see I'm right. I don't tell you nothing just to mess with your mind. Don't be cold and act like you know some
Ooh, beware, everybody. And Pokoliti, let me throw her on the big board because guess what? She just had a wonderful experience automotively. Sunday afternoon, leaving Kualoa Ranch, tried to head back to Kaneohe, but the highway was closed due to a serious accident. Ooh, we got to see the rest of that. So I headed, backed up and started, was backed up starting at Turtle Bay, heading toward Haleiwa. Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff people go, you know what? A new development? I'm not sure. By the way, Pokoliti was on Maui and visited Eluakani. Here's a shot of Kenny and Kavika, and that's Pokoliti in the middle there. I think they're at Nalu's. Was that correct, Pokoliti? Were you at Nalu's enjoying that wonderful music? Oh man. Oh wait, let's go here. Oh, by the way, let's see if the other cameras are still working. I have this camera. I put these cameras in here and then I never use them. This is the one that, I'm going to fire this green screen up, by the way. This is where I do a lot of those Dakine, those comedy pieces. And let's see here. Oh, well, look at this. This is the camera that evidently is an homage to the animated movie Frozen. Yeah, just a little way to show our support. Oh, that's always something. And John says, I want to turn you on to a new banger song as a thank you, At the Bottom of the Sea by Happy Archer. You know what, John, I get my music from Artlist, and I pay a subscription so that the copyright is included. I get a license to use it. I would love to use all kinds of other songs, but I can't use them because unless you have license to At the Bottom of the Sea, I can't use it, or I get a copyright strike. And again, this is mostly YouTube, Twitch, kind of to some extent. I don't know, not so much LinkedIn and X, but, I don't know. But thank you for the offer, and I appreciate that. And I'm so glad you like the music. Yeah, there we go. Hey, look, Carolyn, what? Appreciate the Hawaii footage. So pretty. Well, we have a couple more for you. Wow, that's intense. Yes, it was. We had a regular here. Her name was Ann Ware. Okay, and then her mom, whose name was B, was Beware. So as a joke, I put that together when I heard the song Beware, and it turned out pretty good. Shakalaka. Corey Tiedemann from the Pacific Northwest saying hi, and he had a recommendation about something that's coming up. Let me see if I can find that again. Hold on. So yeah, Corey says, aloha everybody, live Aloha Festival, September 7th, Seattle Center. Should be good fun. Are you performing at that, Corey? I know you and Kermit Apio do a lot together. Are you doubling up for that? No? Let me know. Okay, now I have to go all the way back down to the bottom of the chart. Yeah, I know, John. It would, people always say, well, how come you don't want to play Hawaiian music, Israel or Bruno Mars? I'd love to, but cannot. Larat. Hey, that last camera view looked like VIP. Huh? Which one? What are you talking about? This one? Yeah, well, no, it's stuck. It's frozen, you know what I mean? Like this one here. Sometimes they do that. I think it's because I have too many cameras, hooked up to one computer, You're only supposed to have 2 or 3, I don't know, and I have, 5? I know. It's just my personality. Oh, only can have G. What if we made 5? That's a joke I do in my act, about you ever get this is the older guys, right? You ever get these junk mails advertising pills that will enhance your manhood, shall I say? Yeah. And in my act, I go, and they don't work because, you've never heard of an overdose. Gil Soto from Texas. Hey, how's it? Speaking Spanish to Nani. There we go. Corey and Kermit will be playing together August 16th in Renton. Oh, they're Renton, Washington. We performed there. I think, was that one of the shows you emceed, Matt Statter? I forget, It all becomes a blur. And C. Honda says, can there be a thing too many cameras? Face red, smiling live. By the way, C. Honda, I lurk your, what you post on YouTube. I'm the guy liking everything. I know, because sometimes, it's like, 2 viewers, no likes. Boom, boom, boom. But very interesting stuff. I wonder if I can, let me see if I can find her channel. Hold on. Oh no, I don't know what to search under. C. Honda? Yeah, no, no, yeah, try searching Honda on the internet. Here, look, I'll show you what I got. Yeah, there we go. Oh, cars and motorcycles. No, that's not her site. Okay. Oh, yeah, really. Oh, no, let's not go there. Kevin, I would put that on the screen, but again, tell your sister, oh, she's not married? See, thanks for the support. Oh, you're very welcome. Are you kidding? I should find the URL. Post it. Post the, because when and any of the moderators post something, the link is hot, right? So there you go. What, Matt Statter, you going to be there? Oops, I clicked the wrong one. He wants to know if you're going to be there for the Kermit and Corey show. There we go. Okay, so now let's see if I go back here. We did the Hollywood development. There was a new fire on Maui, okay? And, because of the last one, which is, I think, it's been 2 years now. They were very concerned about this one. I think it's 300 acres and very near Kaanapali. If you're familiar with the area, that's where the resorts are and a lot of the big condos and stuff. So I'll tell you what, let's check that out, okay? Fingers crossed everything's okay.
Brush fire in Kaanapali forcing evacuations and stirring up fears on Maui just days before the 2nd anniversary of the deadly Lahaina wildfire.
Yeah, this time the flames breaking out late this morning near the Honoapi'ilani Highway, not far from homes and businesses. There. Nathan Shinagawa with more tonight in our top story.
The island of Maui got a scare today when a brush fire sparked in Kaanapali near Honoapi'ilani Highway. The flames stopped people in their tracks as thick smoke filled the sky. This prompted an evacuation order for nearby residents at 1:20 p.m. 48 minutes later, the fire's progress was stopped and fire intensity was significantly reduced.
Yes.
It's kind of near the Kaanapali coffee farms, agricultural area. It's a lot of dry brush vegetation over there.
With this coming just about a week after the tsunami warning and just a few days out of the 2-year anniversary of the Lahaina fires, residents say this warning.
Do you think the coffee farm will be going, we have a new flavor, wildfire roasted, only on Maui?
Came with a significant amount of stress.
With the tsunami evacuations is happening, now this fire, and Friday being the 2-year anniversary, it's just a lot. Like, I personally my heart started just skipping really fast, and I got a bunch of anxiety, and it's like, who do I call? Like, I just started calling everybody, just like, do you need help? Or like, what do we do here? And all that kind of stuff.
While these events are fresh on everybody's mind, this hasn't let residents from speaking out and banding together.
We're in this together in some cheaper form, and we're still like Lahaina strong and all of that, and we're gonna get through it.
The Ka'anapali brush fire burns a total of 33 acres. Crews will remain at the scene. Nathan Shinagawa, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Ooh, there you go. And look at this. Verity Hunt says, enough already. You know what? Maybe you should check out our merch store. And the reason I mention that, look, enough already. That's a T-shirt that we sell on the merch store together with Daily Pidgin stickers. And here we have tote bags. I'm not good at pimping out what we have on the merch store. So, there it is. We got mugs and stuff. But the enough already T-shirt caught my eye when you mentioned right there, enough already. I know. Okay, let's turn that off. Okay, so speaking of pimping things out, we also have some shows coming up. I think it's next week, 15th and 16th in Las Vegas. Augie Tolba and myself, okay? And here we go. This is the poster. And it's the 15th and 16th. There you go, 8 p.m. It says Beach House, Las Vegas, but it's actually in Henderson, which is about 30 minutes outside. Now, you can go to andybumatai.com or augietlive.com to get your tickets. Personally, I would suggest going to Augie T's because my site, there were some issues on it, and so go to Augie's site. In fact, here, let me see if I can find that here. Which one was it? Was it? I think it was this one. There, yeah. Okay, so this is Augie's site here. Okay, and You'll see right there on the top, it says Home and Management. If you click on Management, right? How come it's not? Oh, I know why. I got to turn off all this stuff is in the way. Hold on. Let me turn off all this stuff because there's layers over the top of it. See, you click on Management and then you go here. You scroll down a little bit and there's the tickets for Friday and Saturday. Now, he has a few other shows listed there. This is in the Eva Beach area, but the dates are, okay. So anyway, so that's Augie again. That's Augie's site. Augie T Live. No, yeah, Augie. Is that right? Augie T Live. Hold on. Run the ticker. Oh, you know what? I got to turn all this stuff back on now. There we go. So, okay, so Beach House, Las Vegas, later on Friday. That's the end there. And by the way, Nani is the one who does this and does these little things up here and all that stuff. I bring up the talking points, but she's there in California doing it. Okay? Yeah. And look, Nani, here's the merch site. If you see this in the chat, you can click it. It should be hot. Okay. No Pidgin, Daily Pidgin next week. No, I think we're doing Friday, but Monday I got to jump on. Oh, you're right. Next week. Yeah. So next week, no Daily Pidgin, and maybe the Tuesday, depending on how the flights work out when I get back and stuff. Sometimes things happen. Whew, wow, too bad I can't go. I have a dentist appointment. Yeah, and that's a good excuse because last time Cap said he couldn't come to the show because that's the day he cuts his fingernails. So his excuses are getting better. And here's Rick also posting the link if you like. Okay. Beach House is 5 minutes from our old Henderson place. Word on the street is Third Zippy's location will be on that boulevard. I have a T-shirt that Jody, my friend, gave me, and it says Zippy's Las Vegas. which was a limited run for the people who helped start that new Zippies. I went there. It's good. It's funny because you can see that they're not trying to. They're local, but they're trying to also reach to the people who might go, What's this? Like when Jody and I went to 2 Scoops of Aloha, right? I went, oh, you sell ice cream now? And the owner goes, yeah, we had to because people kept coming in seeing 2 Scoops of Aloha and thinking we were an ice cream shop. When they were talking about rice, right? 2 Scoops, because it's a very local menu. I know, too funny. Okay. So we did the Maui fire. Oh, we might be ending early. What do you know? Okay. So I tell you what, it's time for another. And I'm using John's word here, another banger. Here, this takes us to Kapahulu Avenue, I think. Anyway, let's see.
Howdy, gangy. Book Chris Graves tuning in from Texas, here on the Daily Pidgin Show. Aloha, gangy. Have a good day.
Step that I take, I don't feel good and my body starts to shake. I fell in love with a girl, I haven't seen her met so far. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one who sees what they say it takes to be a man and what a man can be. It's all a lie, it's all a fraud. They only feed you with what they're being fed. Sometimes I still feel it's all so dull. So why don't you take it all? Take it away from me. 'Cause someday I'll leave this place you live cities. Don't run away. Don't run away. Well, it makes me lose my mind, but I don't get it why everybody's moving so fast and I'm not even blinking with an eye. But I don't want your badge, I don't need no gun. I'd rather bleed truth than feel misunderstood. Sometimes I still feel it's all so dull. So why don't you take it all? Take it away from me. Someday I'll leave this place you live cities. Don't run away. Don't run away.
Ooh, thanks, SC Honda, for the super chat. $1.99 super chat. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That a super chat is a YouTube thing, right? Normally, people donate what they call biddies or bits on Twitch, and I think somebody else's stars. There's a whole number of it, but don't worry about that kind of stuff, you guys. But I really do appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the show. But I tell you what, you can really, do us a favor by, oops. How come that doesn't work? Did I turn them all off again? Oh, Nani, hit the subscribe for me, would you please? I don't know where they went. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now I got it. I have to turn things off. When I say turn things off, you gotta understand, I'm trying to click on the screen, right, to do different things. But when like this thing, it puts layers on it, so I can't get to, I know it's geeky, but it's how it works. So please subscribe if can, rubber band. Do it to satisfy, Uncle Algorithm and his wife. I can't remember algorithm. Antilytics. I forgot my own joke. Not the first time that has happened, I promise you. So anyway, thank you for subscribing if can. And by the way, Aleta, thanks for the memories flooding my brain now. Oh, yeah, thank you, Aleta. Yep, that's the whole idea of this. If you do, you have a neighborhood that you really like? Your old stomping grounds. I might have a video that goes through there. Give it some thought. We have some time because it's only 20 after, and I've been out of material for about 10 minutes. So, it would work for us. Tipper. Yes, thank you. And there's no tax on tips now. Subscribe, Yes, SD Dodger, mahalo, merch and snacks. There we go. What a wonderful combination that is. Oh, I favorited something that I think I wanted to mention. I'm going to see if oh yes, that was C Honda. Okay. And Verity Hunt wanted to know, is Henderson nice? And that's where the beach house is located. You know what? It's interesting about Las Vegas, and I spent a fair amount of time there. All the neighborhoods and stuff, everything is, nice, but kind of looks all the same. That's why I can't survive without GPS in Las Vegas, because you can't go. I mean, I'm not there enough to go, oh, that's a landmark I remember. A 7-Eleven. Okay, take a left there. No, wait a minute. There's one everywhere. So anyway, it's not a bad neighborhood if that's what you're asking about. Ooh, okay. And Melissa said, "Hey, how's it, Anthony?" I know, and she's talking about Anthony Kahale Hoe. Ooh, hard to go from that L to the H. I know, especially when you do him that much, right there. And he's saying back, Anthony Kahale Hoe. I know. Linda, how are you, Linda Lue? Oh, aloha, Gangi, caught live, Andy show. Andy, yeah, so many memories. Okay. I'm still waiting to see if I'll let the Triangle Park. You mean up by Tantalus area, that little Triangle Park by Tantalus, the top of Waikiki. Waikiki. We have a Waikiki video. I mean, I don't have it queued up. Next time you're here, I'll try to have that. I don't want to get in there and go through all this rigmarole because it's very boring to watch. I promise you. But we certainly have Waikiki videos. Look, medium 7-Up, cutter neighborhoods. Yeah, that's how I grew up in the Southern Cal suburbs. Right. Yeah, and if you like straight streets and tan houses, perfect in a brown landscape. Henderson is a wonderful place. Oh, that's so perfect. You got to check out Matt Statter's show because that's a fine example of the dry humor. But it's a dry humor. I know. Henderson is a very nice place. East Side is older, Central is busy, West Side growing with Raiders practice facility and Amazon. Mix of neighborhoods from middle class to extremely exclusive. Who need a Raiders salary kind exclusive? Wow. I gotta tell you, mean that kind. I know. Okay. So now let's do a little feel good. This is for anybody out there who has pets, okay, especially a dog. You know how attached you get to them, and then once you get that kind of pet love going, it's so hard to see animals in any kind of distress. That instinct kicks in and you go, oh, save that bugger. Well, on Maui, evidently, there was a shelter that had a dog that was difficult to find an owner for. And happy ending on this. I'm burying the lead, but check out this wonderful little story.
We have an update now about a shelter dog who was in desperate need of a home.
A blind dog at the Maui Humane Society who was at risk of euthanasia has been adopted.
Yay! Last week, Maui Humane put out an urgent plea for Cruz, this 8-year-old dog, who's blind, who needed a home before August 11th, or else he would be put down.
Well, today the shelter shared that Cruz has set off on his new life with a new loving ohana.
Cruz was one of 20 dogs that arrived at Maui Humane in April from a dog hoarding situation.
Despite his rough start, Cruz has maintained his sweet, calm personality through it all. Right on.
Oh, what a lucky break.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving Cruz a home.
Ooh, thank you for giving Cruz a home. And thank you, Taylor. I want to say Schermerhorn. I watch you because I miss my ohana in Hawaii. Thank you for streaming and posting. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm working on something, too, that will allow me to more quickly create clips and shorts and, stuff. I don't want to get into it now because I have to learn it. But there's a program that allows me to do that much faster and, get more people here. And by the way, everybody, if can, Rubble Man, tell your friends to come see the show because, I'm seriously thinking about retiring from stand-up next year, okay, early next year if I can afford it, and do this full time. But until some people come up and I can justify, going, okay, it won't happen till it happens. So again, tell your friends that. I'm touched because I had a Nana Olinda that lived on Tantalus that was crazy timing for me to join. I'm lost there a little bit. I'm touched because I had a Nana Olinda that lived on Tantalus, and that was a crazy. Oh, when we were talking about Tantalus. Oh, yeah. I have some footage of Tantalus. By the way, I don't know the last time you were home, Taylor, but remember how it was fun to just drive Tantalus? It's so bumpy and so bus up now that all the people with the nice cars that used to do that don't want to do it. I tried to take a motorcycle up there and, shoot some footage. The road was so bad, the bike bounced so hard, the camera actually fell off. Yeah. It's really bad up there, You'd think with all the money that lives up there, somebody would, take those tax dollars and fix that road. Or maybe they don't want to. It just occurred to me because if the road was better, all those sports cars would be back. Whoa. And SD Dodger here says, Andy, Mrs. SD Dodger bringing Nara Waihini to Ice House in November. Oh, that's mahalo, SD Dodger. Thank you. Here, right here. Boop. Yeah, that was from Nani. She sees interesting comments and puts them on the bat phone so that I remember to mention them. Here we go. Wanara Wahine to the Ice House. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll be at the Ice House. Augie Tolba and I in the Ice House on November, whenever it is. I think it's 28th. I'm not sure. But that's a long way away. Okay. So there we go, gang. That takes us to the bottom of the hour. Mahalo nui loa for joining us today. We will not be doing shows next week, but then be back hopefully the Tuesday after that. See you this Friday, okay, from 3:30. That's this Friday. And then after that, we have that week off because Augie and I will be in Vegas. I'm going to try to, post some stuff, shoot some, selfie footage and do what I can and post that. But again, I don't have the bandwidth up there and yada, yada, yada. But we will do our best. So thanks to all the moderators. We have, of course, Nani Aloha, also an associate producer, C. Honda, Devin, Rick S., Shakalaka or Melissa, depending what platform she's on. So thanks to all you guys for helping us out. And a big mahalo to you for watching the show. This is for you. Oh, wasn't that heartfelt? Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And again, tell your friends if can, Rababan. Okay? So now we're going to hit the button, if I can find it, and try to time my signature. Doot.